Hey everybody, wondering if you can figure out what exactly it is that you're looking at. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, here we got Super MLM Man coming up the stairs. It's Super MLM Man. Hey. Where are we, honey?
We're at the Sydney Opera House.
Sydney Opera House.
Check another box.
Check another box.
What does that mean? Well, I've been looking at the Sydney Opera House for, I don't know, 30 or 40 years. Saying someday, got to go there. That's a pretty cool place. So here we are. Customer service. The motto of the week is customer service. So what did Amy do last night? We said, hey, we have 7 big bags. We're going on to Brisbane in the morning. We don't really want to haul these to our room. Can we leave them here? Can you store them for us? She said, not only will I store them for you, but she said this kind of along the way. She put tags on all of them, and she put them away. Like she said, don't worry about it. Where are they? How many do you have? Go to your room. I got it all. She took care of it. Awesome customer service. So anyway, here we are at Sydney Harbor. Come on up here, Kimmy, so we can get a better view. She's my camera person. A lot of you have probably been here. I've never been here. Kimmy used to stay right over there at that Hyatt across the harbor when she did events. And so today's message is about your bucket list, right? So when you're laying there, this is my morbid sense of humor, you're laying there and you kind of figure out, because the doctors have all come and gone and the family's all come and gone, and this is assuming that you get the chance to sort of ease out as opposed to getting run over by a truck. But you're laying there, and I think, I'm just imagining, this is what I'm going to do anyway. I imagine I'm going to reflect on my life, and my life is going to be made up of memories. So here's kind of my fountain of youth. So you could live to be 100 years, which is quantified in actual time, right? So how do you spend that 100 years? How do you spend each year? How do you spend each month, each week, each day, each hour? That's all quantified in time. I live to be 100 years old, so I live to be 100 years, but that could be a so what, right? What if they were miserable 100 years? What if they were mediocre? What if they were boring? So is that how you quantify life? I quantify it by memories, which is like the kind of memories that you remember, right? So we've done a lot of things in our lives, but how many things have you done that, I mean, you'll just never forget, right? Priceless moments. How many of those things have you done? And so if you look at the average person's life, like Kimmy and I were talking last night about the dash, right? What's your dash? From the day you were born until the day you die, what's in between is that dash. And so what's in your dash? And if the way you quantify it is just time, well, it could be just a big waste. What if you quantified it in memorable experiences? And some of them might be, tragic. They might be heartbreaking. They might be scary. They might be things that you went through that you thought you could never get through. And then, boom, you persevere and you come out the other side and the sun shines and the clouds part. And life's way better than even before the adversity, right? Those are some of the most special times in our life. And we don't get the clouds parting and the sun coming out and life being even way better than prior to the adversity without the adversity. So it's like Kimmy says, no matter what the adversity is, no matter what the drama or the trauma, or she's like, well, what's great about that? And what's great about it is if we persevere through it, like we create a new story, instead of the story being about the drama and the trauma, the story is what's on the other side? What's on the other side when I persevere through this? When I create my way through this? When I manifest something beyond this challenge? So those are extraordinary experiences. And Kimmy and I are living here in Australia for the next 3 months. little town called Noosa that we found. Got this great little house, couple minutes from the beach in downtown. We're never going to get our summer in Noosa, which we figured out is actually the winter in Noosa. Whoops.
Our summer winter.
Yeah. So here's my fountain of youth. What if you lived like more memories, more experiences, more tragedy, trauma, drama, more breakthroughs, more bucket list things like the opera house. I don't even like opera, but I wanted to come here. What if you created 10 times more of that than you would have? So the average lifespan for an American is like 78, 79 years old. Unless you're a Seventh-day Adventist, then it's 10 years longer. Ha, Google that. So let's say 80 years. So think of the average experiences that people would pack into those 80 years. Well, how do you get the fountain of youth? Pack in 10 times more. Create 10 times more adventure, 10 times more risk, 10 times more bucket list things, 10 times more dreaming, 10 times more imagination, 10 times more courage, 10 times more going for it. Adam Green, at Adam Green. Yeah, that's you, Adam Green. I'm talking to you right there. Yeah, you're laying there 80, 90 years from now. Bucket list. Make it happen. Check the box. That's how you do Fountain of Youth. So what I want to be when I'm laying there is I want to go, wow, a lot of extraordinary people, a lot of extraordinary relationships. I didn't do everything I said I was going to do. I didn't ever do everything I wanted to do. But I did 10 times more than I would have done if I worked at the chicken plant. And instead of living to be 80 years old, that's like living to be 800, right? So what if you had the secret to live to be 800 years old? Now you have it. And there you have it. From the Opera House in Sydney Harbor.
Enjoy the view.